Good evening, parents, and welcome to our Parents' Evening today. With the project we are embarking on right now that has to do with the mental, physical, and social health of the learners of Large School Silverton. So, with me today, I have myself, Londiwe Ngumalo, and with the other educator is Mr. Wandile Silanga. And we will be the ones with assisting with the questions that you may have, concerns that concern the program as a whole. So, a short recap of what the program is. We're doing this program so that it's post COVID, so that we make sure that we meet the children halfway when it comes to the issues they may have faced because of the COVID pandemic. So, we received numerous emails, calls, and SMSs about the concerns that you may have as parents. And thank you today for meeting us, because this is exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Done.
Okay. Can you continue? Please tell me Yakata, because I think my video is like so. Okay, guys, can I continue now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, lovely. As I was saying, how can we as a school make your children's mental health a priority? Do you have any suggestions?
Greetings. I'm a parent. I would like to answer that question. So by first, I feel like you guys should establish and create a good environment for the children to learn and make sure that they want to learn about mental and physical health. Second of all, I would also want you guys to work on the children's strengths and also on their weaknesses, because I feel like that's a challenge that they need to be able to do. I read through the proposal of the document and what the teacher just said now, and like I want to know, how will this project challenge the children to become a better person? And I also want to know how will you guys track the physical and social health improvements? How will that be? Because everyone has different levels of physical and social well-being, and how will you guys establish that in the beginning, and how will you guys record or see the improvement? Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Van Bren, for that. So we'll obviously strive to strengthen their strengths and their weaknesses. That is a priority. And the way we will track this is this: we will have personality tests in the beginning of the program and also at the end of the program, as well as psychological and therapeutic tests before and after, to see that if there is any improvement in the children's well-being, health, whether it's their physical, their social, or their mental. So in as much as we tested them in the beginning, we're still going to take those tests from the beginning and do them at the end as well, to see if we're going to get the same result. Is that okay?
That is very clear, and thank you very much. Thank you.
Lovely, thank you.
If I may ask.
Yes.
How are you as teachers going to track the progress of the learners, the progress of the mental and physical and social health of the learners?
Okay. Mr. Tsepo. So as I said before, we will be having we will be having different tests that the children are going to take prior to the project starting, and then we'll repeat those tests at the end of the project so that we see if there's any improvement or if there's anything different, within the results from the learners. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So, with the project being based on isolation and the learners facing the learners faced during the lockdown, right? And how it affected their mental health. Have you as parents tried to make means to see to it that the children are getting help mentally?
Well, on my side, if I can say, I noticed my son lately. He's a very outgoing child, right? He likes playing with other kids, and I feel like ever since he couldn't do that, you could tell that he hasn't been quite as happy as he's quite used to being, right?
Mm-hmm.
So mentally, you can see that just disturbed him in a sense whereby he's like, Dad, what is going on? I miss my friends. I'm so sick of being here with you. I miss school. I can't even play with my friends even at school. What is going on? So I've always tried in a sense to sit down with him and tell him, my son, if you go out or you play with your friends, you'll get me sick. So I don't know, is it a good idea for me as a parent to sit down with him and tell him all the negative effects of the coronavirus in its whole sense, though? That's what I've done in a sense. I don't know. And
it really does make
me,
sense. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Langa. You can continue.
Okay, for me, I spoke to my daughter and then I told her like about the like positive effects and the negative effects of COVID-19 and the measures that she's supposed to take. So basically, we had a one-on-one, a heart-to-heart conversation about the COVID-19 topic.
I love that. And to answer Mr. Debucho, yes, you have to communicate that with your child. Like Mr. Langa has said, it makes it easier for them, even when they come to school, that we don't start from scratch. You understand that the children already come here knowing the COVID regulations from home, because it's not an issue that affects the school alone. It affects them when they go to the grocery store. It affects them when they have to take the taxis or the buses or whatnot back home. You understand? So it just makes it easier when they know the safety regulations to go with. Mr. Silanga, do you have any questions you want to add?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I have one question. Like, we were bounced around the idea of having session after school or during the weekend. Which one is more convenient for you as a parent?
For me, I would I would opt for after school, because before school can be difficult, and we as a parent, and I'm sure as the other parents, we want this project to happen, but we don't want school time to be taken away from the children. Do you guys understand?
Right.
We want our children still to have a full school day, and we know that their mental health and social health is important. So we think after school, if you guys can incorporate, then for me, I think it's better. I'm not sure about the other parents, but I think if you look at it like that, because my daughter takes a taxi and some
I love that there's humor. I love that it's coming alive. You were saying, Mr. Van Rooyen?
Yeah, bro. No.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. No.
It's okay, Mr. Van Rooyen. You can continue.
I always say laughter is the best medicine, and we're talking about mental health. So I'm just like making this room a bit alive. But as I said, my daughter takes taxi in the morning, so it can be difficult, and I don't want her to miss this great opportunity to learn. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yeah. And I apologize for the incident that just took place right now. The thing is, Clinton and I, we live in the same neighborhood, so we were trying to punish our children in a sense whereby they usually come home late. So we told them we're no longer going to pick them up. We're just going to send them to school by using the taxi. So that's why. Apologies about that. That's just our own personal reason.
No
Yes.
problem, no problem. Mr. Wandile, do you have any last question?
Yeah, I think I have one last question. We were deciding on having a fun day where learners have an opportunity to have different activities plus water games. This will be done at the end of the project. Then we will host another meeting with you as a parent and reflect on the project takes away. I don't know, do you agree with that?
Okay, I personally agree with that because that would be like a great thing for you as teachers, making us participate in what's gonna like affect, like that's what's gonna be like a good impact on our children's like mental and physical health.
Mr. Tsepo, you are very silent, and I would like to hear what you have to say, especially seeing that Noktula is your daughter. What do you have to say about what we've discussed?
No, I'm also pleased by the fact that you are involving us as parents in everything that's happening in the school, and then I think it's a good idea of something for the learners towards the end of this. Yeah, I wish the one of the government official could come and see the great work you are doing in the school.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Mr. Tsepo, for adding that. So before we close off the meeting, I just want to outline the concerns that you had with the strengths and the weaknesses that we have to tackle in order for the children to be more challenged and tracking the mental health of the children, right? And we also agreed. Yes, Mr. Van Rooyen.
Sorry to interrupt you. Before we continue and closing off the meeting, I just want to add something to the previous question that was asked. So regarding the fun day and the water games, is that seen as the reward for the children doing the course or doing the project, or is that just included? What's the point of the fun day? Like, I just would want to know.
Okay, the point of the fun day is like, after you've worked so hard and you decide to take a vacation. So the point of the fun day has basically nothing to do with the children's mental, and it has to do with the children getting a sigh of relief because they've been through school, they've been through their different activities, they've been challenged mentally, physically, they may be emotionally drained as well. So now we're giving them an opportunity to actually be children and have fun and try and feel a bit normal.
Okay, thank you very much for that answer. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we also, as I was saying, we agreed on after school as being the main source of us continuing with this. Am I getting that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
We will definitely try and prioritize that. And then with the parents, one last thing. Are you comfortable with therapists and psychologists evaluating your children?
Okay, yes. I am comfortable with like psychologists and professionals.
Okay, we will be sending you indemnity forms describing what the therapists are going to be doing and the limitations that we're going to put them on, because we do not want to put the children in a situation where they are too vulnerable, right? Lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to my wonderful colleague, Mr. Silanga, for being here and taking the time to be here in this ungodly hour. And yeah, thank you so much for the parents for joining. Your children are amazing. They're angels. And may they please do the homework that they were given today. So yeah, thank you so much and have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Thank you
Bye.
for
Thank
having
you.
us. Thank you.
Thank you.